we're living in a moment in time in which this private military sector is on the rise like never before. Now, I want to point out a very good piece of work here done by Vice. They did a lot of traveling, a lot of interviews, got a lot of information, and they went deep into looking at the rise of the private military sector. Now, all of these PMCs, all these private military contractors that give their statements here, all try to justify it by the means of making a living. You will see ex-Army Rangers that state facts like this. You won't find any really good guys that are good at being in the Army anymore. They're all going to the private armies. And he states, why would I spend 5 years on a tour in Iraq to make $120,000 when I could do a 2-year tour in Iraq for $400,000? You see, the problem here, as many state, is there's a separation here from the patriotism of an army that represents something. These people are not fighting for valor. These people are fighting for money. Big paychecks. They go pretty deep here in this interview. They even land an interview with Eric Prince, and he tries to defend the whole thing as being as American as apple pie. That private endeavors have been here ever since the beginning of this thing. So it just goes to show that at this point, these private armies are being used all across the globe. We've seen them in Syria. We have seen them in Iraq, Afghanistan. I mean, every little theater, they have used these guys in one way or another. A lot of times, it's never heard of. Eric Prince goes on to give his numbers he was bragging about, though, of some 100,000 operations and never had a single man killed or injured, I guess on his watch. Which is pretty, it's good. Your men didn't get killed, but do they speak of all the people that they've murdered? No. And this isn't in the defense of a country at this point. It can be in certain instances. But on this level, these guys are going out, collecting a paycheck. That's all they're doing. You give us the money, we'll help win your war. They're training all over the place. And at this point, they go by so many different names that all people really know of is the top ones, like Blackwater. That's what everyone sets their target on because that's what they're used to hearing. And there's literally hundreds. This is a business that is projected to do $218 billion worth of business this year. It's crazy. Anybody out there want to start one? Why not? Let's start our own. For real. The police that police the police. Because these guys are going unchecked, and if they continue, it's just going to get way out of hand. Private armies on the rise like never before. Let it be known. This is a very good documentary piece here by Vice. Like I said before, I'll leave a link so you guys can watch the video. It's about 15 minutes long. Packed full of information. This has been Dabu 7. Eyes open.